Lauren Draper's giant baby bump isn't fake. It's due to a condition called polyhydramnios, a condition where amniotic acid builds, causing her bump to grow dramatically. Lauren said many thought she was carrying quadruplets, and one person even jokingly asked, "What's in there?"
It actually happened. Oh my god, aliens are from our oceans, confirmed today in the Oversight Committee hearing, a live stream that was broadcasted all over the world.
This is insane. Scientists have just shocked the world after releasing a video where you can hear the first direwolf howl in 10,000 years.
Let's freaking go, y'all. Welcome back to Unreal Reality, guys. Today, I'll be reacting to shocking and creepy TikToks that'll make you rethink reality. If y'all are new here, please consider hitting that like and subscribe button so this video gets recommended to others. And with that out of the way, let's jump right into it, y'all.
Middle of the Everglades. An old NASA space rocket, 100 foot underground. From the Cold War. Actual rocket, space rocket. That is wild. We're stepping on this concrete because I don't trust these grates too much here.
No, you won't end up in a drink.
That's crazy.
Yeah, well, that's one way to get put on a list super fast. It seems like homeboy here has just stumbled upon something he wasn't supposed to stumble upon.
May it please the court. I come here today a humble pro se before a panel of 5 distinguished justices.
Is this, hold on. Is that counsel for the case?
I generated that.
I'm sorry?
I generated that? That is not a real person.
Okay. It would have been nice to know that when you made your application. You did not tell me that, sir. I received the application. And you have appeared before this court and been able to testify verbally in the past. You have gone to my clerk's office and held verbal conversations with our staff for over 30 minutes. Okay? I don't appreciate being misled. If you want to have oral argument time, you may stand up and give it to me. Your time has started.
Just a quick piece of advice for everyone out there. Judges don't typically like to feel misled in any way, shape, or form. So maybe if you're put in this situation, don't do what he just did.
Good night, Funtime Freddy. And, of course, my lovely son. Good night, Mimi.
Good night, Father.
You still awake?
Father, can I ask you a question?
Sure, buddy. Just don't get about birds and the bees. You're not ready for that yet, of course.
I am not you. I am spare parts. Prototype connections between other projects of yours. Was I not meant to be something new and beautiful? Or just filler? What is my purpose? You never gave me a definitive answer when I asked you. What is my purpose?
We'll discuss this later. Go back to bed. You're not ready for that. When he's more completed, then you'll understand.
We are cooked, guys. We are so cooked. There's a lot of really big organizations trying to have our robotic friend Mimic here shut down. And when I say shut down, I mean like destroyed for good. I don't get it. Do robot lives not matter?
Ai, segura, Ilha, segura, segura.
Segura, segura, viado.
Caramba!
Oh, segura, segura. Oh, segura, segura.
I guess that's one way for a non-surfer to get barreled.
6-1, you can't land here. We're waiting for the president.
I'm carrying a donor heart to be delivered to the hospital ASAP.
It doesn't matter, Spirit. The VIP aircraft has the most priority right now. I guarantee you will be fired if you do this.
Do you really believe saving a life is less important than waiting for the president?
It doesn't matter what I believe. Only rules matter, and you're breaking them right now.
Rules are meant to be broken when someone's in need, even if it's against the president's needs.
Spirit 861, divert now. You're going to be arrested the moment you land.
Get people here to transfer the package to the hospital. I just saved a life.
Rules are made to be broken. Yes, they are. They certainly are. I love this. What do you think, guys? Do we have a criminal or a hero on our hands? Drop it below. What do you guys think?
He just got struck again.
Did y'all catch that? Was she just playing tennis in a freaking lightning storm? That right there is next level dedication, guys. Move over, Serena and Venus Williams. I'm pretty sure I just lost the last few brain cells I had trying to figure out what exactly we just watched.
This is insane. Scientists have just shocked the world after releasing a video where you can hear the first direwolf howl in 10,000 years. The Times just wrote an article about it and described it as the return of the direwolf. Now, if you didn't already know, direwolves once roamed the Americas from Canada all the way down to Venezuela. But about 10,000 years ago, they vanished, going extinct along with other giant Ice Age animals like the mammoth. But their bones stayed behind. And fast forward to 2025, scientists at Colossal Biosciences recently discovered ancient DNA inside fossils that dated all the way back from 11,000 to 72,000 years old. Then, using that DNA that they discovered, they managed to decode the direwolf's entire genetic blueprint. And here is where things get wild. They took ordinary DNA from a gray wolf and then edited it gene by gene to perfectly match the ancient direwolf's genetic code. Then, using domestic dogs as surrogate mothers, Romulus and Remus were born in October. Colossal claim that they are the first de-extinct animals ever. And at just 6 months old, they are already 4 feet long, weigh 80 pounds. And what's crazier is that instead of being really friendly and cuddly, the Times report that they're kind of cold, cautious, and avoid humans entirely. They even avoid the people who raised them and bottle fed them from birth. Colossal posted about this achievement on X, saying, "This moment marks not just a milestone for us as a company, but also a leap forward for science, conservation, and humanity." They said they're aiming to revolutionize endangered species by mastering genetic technology. And if successful, not only could we hold on to our current species from going extinct, but maybe even bring back the ones lost to the past. However, not everyone is celebrating. Some say calling this de-extinction is disingenuous, arguing that they are only grey wolves with 20 edited genes to mimic direwolf traits. And others warn that this kind of genetic meddling could lead to catastrophic consequences. But what do you think? Is this an amazing scientific breakthrough that should continue to be pursued? Or are we messing with things far beyond our control, risking consequences that we can't possibly predict?
Yeah, sure. Today it's a cute little wolf. Tomorrow it's a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Like, did we learn nothing from past movies, guys? This has Jurassic Park written all over it. All over it.
If you sell your brain, you could get $100,000. If you sell your lungs, you can get around $250,000. Your liver? It can go for around $150,000. A single kidney? $200,000 on the black market. And your heart? Worth up to $1 million.
So what are you trying to tell me? I am quite literally a walking millionaire? Someone needs to come up with like a eBay, like a Silk Road for organs, you know? Like somewhere where you can go on the black market and legally purchase a liver or a kidney, you know? Damn all that waiting list stuff.
Perhaps the greatest discovery in all of human history is the fact that you become what you think about most of the time. Emerson said that a person is what he thinks about all day long. The way you think determines the way you react and respond to things happening around you. The way you react and respond determines your emotions. Your emotions determine your actions, and your actions determine your results. Everything begins with your thinking. Successful high-performance people think about positive, constructive things most of the time. They think about what they want and how to get it most of the time. Especially, they maintain high levels of self-acceptance and self-esteem by thinking about their good points, by thinking about the positive qualities and characteristics that they have and that you have, and which they have developed over the course of their lifetimes. Unhappy, negative people think and talk about all the things that they've done wrong, the mistakes they've made, and the people that have hurt them in the past. Happy, confident people instead think about all the positive things they've done and achieved over their lifetimes, and they look forward to accomplishing even more in the future.
I'm a huge believer in manifesting the things you want in life. But this has me a little confused. Is it I think, therefore I am? Or is it I think, therefore I become? Seriously, I don't know, guys. What do you think? Drop it below. Oh, this is absolutely frightening. I've never been parasailing. Is this supposed to happen? I feel like I knew that they take you low. I always thought it was to like dip your feet in, you know, or your legs. I had no idea that you'd get straight up waterboarded though. This is nuts, guys. Absolutely terrifying.
Freediving, one breath, ice cave diving. So this is a really rare occasion. It freezes like this here. And I'm not going to tell you what happens, but you're going to be holding your breath for a while. I'll see you guys at the end. Also, I just wanted to say there's only one way in, one way out. You cannot panic. I actually had a close call, not on this dive, on the other dive. I'll show you guys later, but you have to just stay calm and not get your heart rate up, or you expend way more oxygen than you need.
Talk about anxiety at new all-time highs. Thank you so much for that one. I think I'll go in the next room and have a freaking panic attack now.
A four-dimensional being could slice you open and see your insides without you even noticing, and can see everything you do, even when you're inside your room. However, you can't really see or understand a four-dimensional being because it's beyond our perception, and it is comprised of length, width, and height. The fourth dimension is an extra dimension added to ours, which, in theory, could be time. This means a four-dimensional being can also see our past, present, and future at the same time, or as a single whole.
The rarest human genetics. Left-handed. 1 in 13. Cleft chin. 1 in 21. Psychopath. 1 in 113. Heterochromia eyes. 1 in 2,500. 6 fingers. 1 in 13,000 for 100. Back bending knee. 1 in 105,000. Can't feel pain. 1 in 1 million. Near movement. 1 in 3 million. Cold in blood. 1 in 170 million.
How many of y'all just tried seeing if your knees go back like it does in the picture we just saw? It's okay, guys. No shade, no hate. I did the same thing. Let me tell you, it doesn't work. Not for me, at least.
I got 21 bullets inside of this clip and I'm ready to unload this bitch. You a pussy.
Nelly, are you okay? Yo, Nelly, you good? Why you putting your eyes like that, man? Okay. Whoa, what was that? What's that hand sign about? It's not a game. What is wrong with his eyes, guys? I hope he's okay. Why was he doing that with his eyes? I don't know, but Nelly normally doesn't act like this. I hope he's okay. Now this is the old Nelly that I remember. I listen to his music all the time, remember? Country grammar, remember? But this new Nelly, he's all right. You know, people do grow up. That was a long time ago, that other picture. I don't know why his eyes were like that and why was he doing that with his hands. Just playing, guys. He wasn't doing nothing with his hands. You was just moving them. You know, when you perform and you do little tricks. A lot of people talk with their hands. Don't forget that. This video is for entertainment purposes only. I hope Nelly is okay. The reason why I say that, because the way he was moving his eyes, he usually doesn't do that. I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think. I gotta go.
Nelly? As in, like, the recording artist Nelly? I didn't even know he was still alive and making music. It has been 2 full decades since we heard Country Grammar and EI, so there's that, y'all.
Animals that should be mythical but aren't. Part 6. So let me get this right. You want me to believe that a unicorn existing is too much? Like it never existed in the past. A horse with a horn is so mythical. Then I'ma need somebody, for the love of God, tell me how this exists. This is called a narwhal, aka the unicorn of the sea. It's a fucking whale with a horn. And I bet you didn't know this. Guess what the horn is? A spiraling tooth. It's a 10-foot sword that just pierced right through their upper lips. But don't worry, animal lovers. This does not harm them. It is normal. It is fucking normal. Narwhal's horns are filled with nerve endings, so they can feel everything that's touching it. Narwhals are closely related to belugas, but where along the line did they develop a fucking horn? I don't know, man. I know my opinion matters to y'all, and I won't believe a narwhal is real until somebody brings me one and I do my own investigation.
Yo, I forgot all about narwhals, okay? Maybe he's on to something, because all a unicorn really is, when you think about it, is just a horse with a horn coming out of its head. So, I don't know, guys. Maybe unicorns aren't as mythical as they're made out to be.
Hey, Dylan, show me that thing you can do.
That was the craziest shit I've ever seen. I've never seen human beings like that. That's like being on another planet.
What is the story with that family?
The parents were double. I think their parents were double first cousins. But in addition to being double first cousins, their fathers on both the mother and the father side were twins, identical twins. So it's like the same person, and then the parents were cousins on top of it.
Oh.
Yeah. And then who knows what other environmental issues there are.
What is a double cousin? Double cousins, first cousins, but twice. They share both sets of grandparents. It could happen both parents of one double first cousin or also the siblings of parents of another double first cousin. This is like a puzzle that you put a test.
I don't explain it. I don't understand.
It can happen when two siblings meet and have offsprings for two other siblings.
I don't understand it. I don't understand.
Yeah, guys. So basically, long story short, just one gigantic dysfunctional bloodline of inbreds on inbreds on inbreds and more inbreds.
Come with me to get a corset piercing. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really nervous. I heard it hurts really bad, but I'm just praying it goes well. I'm literally doing this all for one video on my bot page, but it's worth it.
You know that's very painful, right?
I think I'll be fine.
It's just gonna be a little pinch. There we go.
Oh my fucking god.
3, 2, 1, go.
Ah.
We're almost done, we're almost done. And we're done.
Oh, thank gosh. I'm gonna get my reaction. I'm nervous. Bro, it's like pulling on my skin.
Lauren Draper's giant baby bump isn't fake. It's due to a condition called polyhydramnios, a condition where amniotic acid builds, causing her bump to grow dramatically. Lauren said many thought she was carrying quadruplets, and one person even jokingly asked, "What's in there? A penthouse?" Lauren gave birth to a healthy baby daughter weighing an average size despite the huge bump.
Damn! Listen, guys, I had to look this one up myself because I was dead set on this being AI. Much to my surprise, though, it's not. Okay? Pregnancy is a terrifying thing, guys. Thank the Lord I am a male.
In 1954, a strange man arrived at Tokyo Airport. It wasn't the man himself that was out of the ordinary, but rather what he was holding. That's because his passport came from a country that doesn't exist. He claimed to be from Tauret, a nation no one had ever heard of. Officials were baffled because his documents looked real, so they put him in a guarded hotel room while they investigated. But by morning, he had vanished without a trace. There were no signs of forced entry or escape, and his belongings remained untouched.
Yeah, I don't know, guys. I can't call it. Maybe like a time traveler of some sorts, perhaps. I don't know. And I can't help but notice that the city he said he was from happens to sound a lot like Tartaria. So, I don't know, guys. Coincidence?
Speaking of Mark Zuckerberg, did you hear about the house he's building in Hawaii?
No, what?
Freaky. And he's building this very secretive compound. Built walls all around this property so no one can see what he's doing.
Okay.
And everyone working on the site has to sign an NDA.
1,400 acres on a ranch in Kauai.
Some of the plans for his compound got leaked. Basically, it's a mansion, but underneath it is a bigger mansion. The walls are made out of metal and concrete, blast doors.
No.
They have their own underground room or whatever to where they can grow their own food. They have their own water supply. One of the things had an actual nuclear blast door.
He's getting as far away from civilization as you possibly can be.
The idea with being in Hawaii is I guess you want to be surrounded by water.
Or just unreachable, probably.
It's the most isolated.
But also having the benefits of being a U.S. citizen.
But what's creepy is this guy in New Zealand who's a contractor who builds basically underground giant bunkers. He's had over 11 billionaires build bunkers in New Zealand.
Oh, I can't stand Mark Zuckerberg. I hate this freaking snowflake so much. I don't think I've ever seen a bigger flip-flopper in my entire life, guys. This guy doesn't have a single original thought of his own. He just gives me major supervillain vibes, you know, kind of like Groot from Despicable Me.
It actually happened. Oh my god, aliens are from our oceans, confirmed today in the Oversight Committee hearing, a live stream that was broadcasted all over the world. The 4 witnesses, which included a retired Navy commander, a rear admiral, confirmed to the Oversight Committee of Congress, hey, they are real. We have UAP materials and bioorganic materials. Not just us. Every other country behind closed doors is doing a secret advanced arms race trying to reverse engineer all the technology that they found. They said they're from our oceans. We have 4K video evidence of them appearing from the ocean out of Kuwait, out of Africa, the East Coast, the West Coast, Mexico. Every continent on this planet has UAP video evidence all leaving our oceans. They say it's not human, it is an intelligent, artificial, or bioorganic, but it's some type of intelligence that is eons ahead of us humans, and they've been here longer than us. What the hell is going on?
Oh, I don't know what to tell you. I'm holding strong in my stance, okay? I've said it before and I'll say it again. Until I see an actual ET with my own 2 eyes, it's all just a bunch of fairy tales, CGI, and Project Bluebeam, if you ask me. That's all I got this week, y'all. Leave us a comment, let us know your thoughts, smash that like and subscribe button. Fam, we got merch coming out in the next couple of weeks, and we're going to be doing some giveaways surrounding the launch, so be on the lookout for that. Make sure you're subscribed and have notifications turned on, and we will see you in the next one. Peace.